A lot of people want me to try this out. The, the new DN with Festival King. It's just... We're gonna do it. The people want me to do it. I'm gonna do it. But... Festival King, man. The worst aged festival in the game. The more time passes, the worse he gets. Because right now, right now, there is a current meta unit in the game, probably the best PvP unit in the game, that cleanses. And he can't stop her cleanse because his passive can actually stop a form of cleanse. But let me, if I just read exactly how it's read, right? His passive, open it up. If enemies with 2 or more of the effects poison, bleed, shock, and corrosion becomes unable to remove debuffs using recovery skills, which is not what Margaret has. If his passive was unable to recover debuffs, that's it? Boom. But no, it's using recovery skills specifically. Very unfortunate. If there are 3 of the above debuffs, you know, the ones listed, additionally decreases 1 orb from the ultimate gauge at the end of ally's turn. We all know how Festival King works. My best hope is to ult rush with either King or DN, really. And I'm using a lane in the back, but fingers crossed we're not facing any Margarets. Although, if we face Margarets, DN can help handle it, so it's no problem there. But if we face a Margaret, the cleansing is quick. But again, like, it's not the... See, the thing is that it's not the worst thing in the world to make them use the level 1 before they want to actually save for like a level 2 or something, so we'll see. No DN, but Assault Melee, which heavily cocks me. You know what? You know what I can do? I can do this, right? And this will remove it. Okay, so we're gonna combine cards here. This and this, or he's still gonna have a buff. And we're gonna have 2 debuffs. No crit, because we don't have Gringalfer, we don't have Death Pierce. We're using the King team. I can attack Seal, but he's definitely gonna put up the counter next turn. So we can go for a double ult here with DN and Handy. That's not bad. That's not that much damage, we're fine. Disables King, that's fine by me. So Melee's a team you don't want to face with King, because you have to attack them for your team to really be at full capacity. Or full motion. Same thing, I guess, I don't know. Alright, we got both ults. Regardless of if he petrifies the end, we still have a good ult in our hands. We just have to debuff Melee and ult him, and he's definitely dead. Even though... Okay. He's disabling someone. Petrifying? No, counter, okay. Petrify the end? Yeah, if he petrifies the end, I'm screwed. No. Yes, he will. He get an ultimate. No. We can stall. We can just stall. We're gonna go get King's ultimate. If he kills one of my other characters, King's ultimate comes to my hand. See, we're using King ultimate, but we're not using it because of King, because we're winning the match due to ultimates, not due to King. It's a testament of time. The more time passes, the worse King gets. It's sad because I was excited when this unit got announced, because one of my favorite parts of the whole story of Seven Deadly Sins is when King gets his full wings. That was one of the sickest moments in the manga, in my opinion. So I was really excited when this unit came out, because I was like, that's a stepping stone there, you know. Next King should be the full wing King. Still waiting on that, but we'll get there eventually. Debuff him for oh, we should kill almost killed. I mean, starting off with a win against Assault Melee. Not a bad assault melee formation either. He had Chandler. And you know, he did have a level 85. Was it Droll? I have a level 80. Two level 80s, in fact. I have a level 80 in the back as well, so it was even. I would say it was even. Let's move on. Because, I mean, he can't win. There's no way. Let's move on. The match is done. I just want to see how much damage King is going to do, actually. One character type disadvantage. Not bad. It's an AoE ultimate. He has type advantage over King. He's going to die next turn. Not bad. King's ultimate is still really good. Actually, to this day. One thing that I never tested about King, though, is like his ultimate doesn't apply a debuff for that extra damage, right? It's a buff on yourself. If you just remove the buff, does it go away? I'm assuming so, right? Bond team, interesting. We'll see how it goes. Bond team, we're gonna be reducing attack related stats, which actually matters. Bond uses the attack related stats, so let's see. The crit does in fact do more damage. Not much damage was dealt though, which is unfortunate. But it's okay for now. Let's see, we're reducing their attack resistance on Askener. That's not bad. Tanking wise, we're tanking Askener pretty well because we're reducing his stats. That's a lot of Askener cards though. Let's relax there, buddy. Get the End's ultimate. It's the only way we can win here. The End's ultimate, and we're gonna attack Seal Bond. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna attack Seal Bond because he could still one-shot me. He could. Like, we're talking about Bond here. He could. So let's attack Seal him. And we won, I think. I think we won. I'm gonna remove those buffs. Yeah, this should be done. Removing those two buffs do 80% more damage to him. Merlin! Really? Type disadvantage made that big of a deal? I lost. Wow. See, if I had Margaret, I would only have got extra 8 per... I'm thinking, like, if I had Green Golfer and Margaret, would I have killed? I died, especially if he's 6-6, so do double damage. See, with Margaret, I would have got 8% more damage. Would that be enough? I don't think so. But with Golfer, I would have got more attack-related stats. DIANE is just not good against Bond, like, period. Every time I faced Bond using DIANE, I lost. Like, DIANE is just not good against Bond. Period. It's just not it. If you're facing Bond and you have DIANE, you lost. It's just how it is. So, like, this is a thing, right? Because I still have to rank this unit in the tier list. And, of course, this playthrough with King doesn't really matter much for my ranking, because why would you use King, right? But it's a thing, right? Every time I faced Bond, not every time, because there was times where Margaret carried, right? When Margaret carries, yeah, I can win. But DIANE by herself, she can do nothing against Bond. Nothing. That was with her doing 80% more damage of her ultimate too. Plus, you know, her own ultimate plus 42%. It's 6-6 as well, right? So, okay, it's a Margaret. It's a bot. So let's not get too excited, but he can cleanse. Yeah, like if I'm gonna have to think about that when ranking her. But I like this DIANE. Like, so, like, you know, overall, I think this DIANE is a very good unit. Much more impressive than, you know, I thought she was going to be, especially due to, you know, with the presentation of DIANE seeming to be a unit made to only counter Margaret. I don't like these types of characters. I don't like characters that are made to counter one character. It's just, I think they're never it, right? I don't have clans because I'm not using Margaret. Margaret is just too good. Like, she's just too good. It's just, what can you do about that? Nothing. You can do nothing. attack, seal her. Hopefully kill. Should have attacked twice. See, I'm used to, at this point I'm used to having DIANE with Death Pierce. Like, her crit chance is good, but she ain't gonna crit Margaret. Margaret has higher crit resistance than she has crit chance. So if I don't lower her crit resistance, I'm not critting her. Debuffed again. Thank you, Green Golfer. Love you. Yeah, no, like, this is one thing I think it's just a huge advantage using Margaret over any team in the game. The cleanse. Like, cleanse was off the meta for a little while, but Margaret is bringing it back 100%. Like, the cleanse is so valuable. So valuable. Because anything your opponent does, you know, unless it's true Margaret, right? But then, because the thing is, Margaret is a support unit, technically, right? She's not there to do the damage. She's there to support, even though she does so much damage. She's there to support, right? So if your enemy has to do something to like one of your characters, like let's say DIANE, right? They have to stun DIANE or something, so you don't do damage with DIANE. Margaret cleanses that. So another Gopher card. You gotta keep that in mind, you know? Like, yeah. See, I have to take her off. Like, she's really bad. Like, this, like, he's immune now. I can't do any, like, this Elaine is so bad. Like, she got buffed, but I'll put Death Pierce. I think with Death Pierce, I can have a better time. It's just, King team is just so bad, man. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's sad because I haven't used Lost Vein in a while, but I'm sure Lost Vein. I can't tell you Lost Vein will do much better because so many blue meta units is a big issue for him. All right, we're not using Elaine anymore. Elaine's just so bad. Let's go back to our best friend, Death Pierce. She's just so bad. It's unusable with Elaine in the back. It's just, the lowering was good in that turn where, you know, Askren was attacking King multiple times, but our DPS is just absurdly low. My units are doing no damage. Nothing. Because I don't have Green Gopher and, you know, I don't have any buffers either. None. These days, you know, this doesn't fly. This is a bot, it's not a bot. Alright, this will be our last match because I think we already know it. We already know. You know, King is not good. Full level 80s, but I think they're gonna still win. They have the better team, so we'll see. They can just cleanse that. We're gonna push ult. I could push ult either with King or Handy. King's ult is better, and I should push it with King. I will have immunity to stuns as well. Alright, Sario's definitely attacking DIANE. If I had to guess. Single target DIANE. Just AoE, okay. Alright, as soon as the game lets me. Alright, we're just gonna go with this. Get the ult. He can't stun my King. We can shield. We can... At level 3, if it's Margaret... I don't know, man. I think I'm dead. Does a few single targets on King? I think I'm dead. I think it's Sario's actually. Yeah, it has to be. The level 3 Sario single target? Level 3 AoE. I lost. Like I said. Like I said. It's just not good. It's just not good. It wasn't even because I took off Elaine or anything, because I couldn't debuff him. He cleansed, he had damage reduction plus shield. Even if I debuffed Sario, he would have still killed me. Then, like, let's say I didn't push ult with King. Then what? Then what do I do next turn? Die? Yeah, so. Don't use with King. He's a joke. He's a joke. He needs a buff or something. He's a joke. But honestly, if a new King comes out, a new winged King, with this ultimate, they could make him really good. Because, you know, take off the passive. Alright. Take off the passive. Take off the cards. Keep the stats. 91% core resistance. You know, 35% lifesteal. Keep the stats. Just change the cards and the passive. Keep the ultimate. Amazing unit. So, yep, that's it.